Hello everybody and welcome back to Aquilo. We have the stray sniping the first again. Man, you are on fire recently. Gonna disappear, 6-hour round trip to collect family from the airport. Holy moly, that's a faraway airport. Yeah, you do need a Logipod to carry your mother-in-law. Seems legit. Hey Kermi, how y'all doing? Wow. All right. So, after yesterday's stream, I did prepare a little bit. This thing is now running better than it ever was before. I set up a queue of stuff to be crafted so that we have some stock to build with. I removed these things like I said I was going to. This thing needs to remain here because of the water. I haven't hooked up the water yet. Probably will at some point. And we look at this. Look at it. We got some rockets, y'all. So while all of that was going on, I also spent a little bit of time on Fulgora. Things were not moving. Rockets? Oh yeah, that's a sight to behold. Things were not moving quite well in the scrap. Oh my god, it's loud. Was not moving quite well in the scrap department, and I realized that's because these guys weren't stacking their outputs. So I made like a little thing. Can I see one of these isolated? Well, it's basically this circuit, but without the inserter. So this thing outputs into the box. We read the contents of the box, put it into a decided combinator, and we output any signal that we have more than 20 of. That means for sure the stack inserter boy will be able to pick up a full stack. And I did some reconfiguration here, moved stuff about a bit, and now the output of all these machines is perfectly stacked, as all things should be. Scrap department was more like crap department. Hey, got him. Yeah, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. But everything here got stacked to high heavens now. I think we're actually using the coils for some such. I set up more recycling. I noticed that we have hecking boatloads of uncommon stuff, so I started recycling these for potentially higher tier components or raw materials of a better tier so that we can craft something more useful from them, just as a way of managing our inventory. And this mall had to go because that's right, we got the new shiny boy in. And as for Navis, I don't think I did much more here than remove the old mall and put a new shiny boy in. And I hooked it up to all the liquid inputs. It's doing the thing. I don't know why you're crafting bot frames, but you do you. It's also doing quality crafting, so this is going to be interesting to see. Like, we're just going to get random qualities of stuff, which I guess is fair. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much all that we did. But the democracy here should have money. You were supposed to pick up some cryogenic science packs from Novice Aquilo. But you did not, and here we are. Anyway, so as I was waiting for these to get built, I was having a peruse of the old tech tree, and what we really want is this bad boy, right? This is the bad mama jamma that we want to make Aquilo scream in a good way. And it is blocked behind biter egg handling. Yep. So it seems like we are biter egg blocked, which was not a sentence I was hoping to be saying, but here we are. So we need to figure out how this thing is gonna happen. So bioflux is something we need to supply to a captive biter spawner. Random qualities of... Why? Have you invented Timu or Factorio? No, that's not being fair. Timu wouldn't have random quality. It would be... You know what? I'm not going to say anything that is going to get me into hot legal trouble. Yep, all right. That is right. Can we make bioflux? We can recycle bioflux into spoilage. I don't know about that. That seems like there's a much better way of getting stuff. Hey, even Timu does occasionally ship a product that works. Quality is very random. Okay, fair enough. I'm not a big Timu enjoyer. I don't actually know. But I don't see a way of producing bioflux on Novice. It has a 2-hour spoil time, so I guess we can fly some to Novice. How does one even do this, right? Like, capture any spawner. I guess that means we need to drag our butt over to Novice. Democracy, once you're at Aquilo, you're gonna wait for passenger present. And we shall have a sip. Oh yeah, I did increase the amount of democracy we have by swapping all of the fuel generator things from productivity 2s to speed 3s. And oh boy, she fast. She fast. Like, not kidding you, she fast. Still good though. And I feel like that should be like at least worth another 50 democracy points. At least. But we do need one of these biter capture-rificators. Tesla turrets. Ooh, I do want me some of those. That's probably something that needs to be made on Fulgora though. Ah, capture bot rocket. With bioflux? Okay. Does this also expire? No, it doesn't seem to have an age thing. How does one launch one of these? Grapples on and captures the targeted biter spawner into captive biter spawner. Okay. And is that just gonna be stuck on the surface then? This creature requires food and will slowly starve if not fed. Will transform upon starvation. Uh-huh. Spoil time, 30 minutes, and it spoils into a behemoth biter. Okay. Why is this an ingredient? Why does it have ingredients? Why does it need fluoroketone? Can craft biter eggs? Like, is this a building? Is it an item? Why does it have a crafting time? And why is it made in in a cryo plant? Well, hold on. I guess that means that cryo plants need to be on this everything to everything list. But back to my question. Crafting speed. Okay. So I guess you set biter egg as a recipe? And then it produces biter eggs. I don't understand this though. Oh, I see. Okay. So you can and you need to capture your first one. Then you can use that to produce biter eggs, which you can then use to craft the rest with these ingredients in this thing. Okay, that seems to make sense. Now what do we do with biter eggs? They will spoil into big boy biters. I guess that's fair. We need them for overgrowth Yumako soil. And those are crafted on gleba, which makes sense, you need to use them there. You can of course craft more captive biter things. What's the spoilage time? 30 minutes? And how about captive biter spawners? Do these have... do these expire? Like, I imagine you can pick these up. We will need the biter eggs to make tier 3 prod modules. And nutrients, I guess. Yummy value, 2 megajoules, okay. Ooh, okay, and we do need those for Prometheum science packs. Which have to be made in space. How? Does that mean we need to build one of these on a spaceship? No, we can't. So these can only be on navies. That means to get biter eggs to gleba to make these things, we need to ship them? Is that what I'm reading? With a very short spoil time. Interesting. We will need them to make the biolabs though, which thankfully don't spoil. We can make nutrients from the biter eggs, and I guess that's a sink. We don't want any biter eggs spoiling, so I guess we'll have a thing making biter eggs. We feed it with bioflux, which we will have to ship in. The eggs will come out in a thing, and we'll pick up whatever eggs we want to use, and then turn the rest into nutrients that we just expire. Or we recycle the excess in a recycling loop. Yeah. Okay, I do know there's fish breeding. We could use the nutrients for this to make sure we have a fish supply. But what do we need that from? For spidertrons? I guess? Nutrients? Sure, but what else do we need that for? Nothing on Navis. You can use it to create spoilage, but... Anyway. Is Rust Bucket in charge of the biolabs? No comment. So, we need to make sure we have some capture bot ROV kits in stock at all times. So let's keep 2 stacks of those. Right, these won't spoil. And what do we need to make these? Bioflux. I guess that means Novice is gonna start importing Bioflux. Which is gonna be a thing. What is the rocket capacity? 1,000? Oh, jeez Louise, okay. Can we like not put that in a fridge or something? Oh, no, 250. You abhor to think what abominations Rust Bucket will come up with. Spider eggs and biolabs. I'm sure it's fine. I think you're just being a little bit, you know, anti-Rust Bucket. And honestly, that's not a nice look to be sporting in this day and age. You know, we're very accepting over here. And oh my god, don't tell Rust Bucket. Dude. This is Dedge. It's completely Dedge. Yeah, it's Gonski. Dude, is this... We have about 1 million stone left. Where are we gonna get more after that? We have formula out here. 5.7 over there. Do we have anything within our borders? Yeah, down here. Okay. I guess we can technically hook those up. And we have a decent one over here as well. And a tiny boy up here. In fact, you think you're downplaying the horrors that Rust Bucket will contort into existence? Nah, come on. Come on. Don't be like that. This whole situation should just be a station on this line here. And then these nuggets should go. But that's something for later. Okay, is democracy here? It's on its way. Let's see how fast you go. Look at these things. They are full of fuel. And that's how much fuel oxidizer we're consuming. That's how much oxidizer we're consuming. I said, number, please move. That's how much No. How about the fuel? Also not moving. That's right. Our thrusters are full sending it all the time. Why is it only... Why was it slow all of a sudden and then it just jumped up? Were we in like a slow zone because there were space children nearby? I don't know, but we're getting up to 0.6 C here, which is pretty good if you ask me. 0.66 if we're being, you know, pedantic about it. But yeah, she passed. Right. Right. How much of this sciencey stuff do we actually have? That is not a whole lot, for being completely honest. Can we, like, make more of this happen? So I did check the ratios of these, and for one of these cooling doohickeys, we can have a metric boatload of science makers. In fact, we can have 65 science makers of the Prod 2 variety per one of these. So I wonder if we can just tile these out, get a spicy line of fluoroketone going between them. We do that number, go around here, this way, move this over here, and we need to get the hot stuff in. Here comes the usual. I'll make this not suck. In fact, let's just copy. Who rotated that? Definitely not me. I would like for that to be a thing, but also to get a heat pipe up in between here. So I think we need to shift this over one. We're gonna get this over here. We're gonna get that as our actually I think red belts might work here. Ooh, oh, that's a bit annoying. I have 2 inputs and 1 output. That means 2 belts. That plus minus 10 kilometers per second is the failsafe to make sure your rocket doesn't get stuck in space. I believe you, but I don't fully understand how it's a failsafe. Why did we get like the fancy crosshatch stuff underneath? I have no idea. I would like to have something like this. That'll get the inputs. 2 of them we have anyway. Ooh, and that gets the output? You know what? We can afford 2 red inserters. Not that I think there's gonna... Yeah, okay, let's just go 1. Is that our tileable units? Science out that way. Heat stuff that way. Okay. If your rocket stops when you run out of fuel, then it might not be possible to recover it, so now it gets slowly pulled towards the nearest planet where it can be fixed. Oh, I see, okay. I mean, Who would build a rocket that gets stuck? Am I right? That's a little bit unfortunately positioned. Well, this is at least gonna triple our production. However, we are still a little bit awkward back here. Where we hooked this up. Well, that's the output at least, so we'll put that like, I don't know, there. Let this do its thing. But if we just tile this, then this is not gonna hook up. Unless we put it out here. And do something like this. How get these boys heated? This was kind of my plan, but now we need to get this pipe in the back. I mean, it could come around outside. No, it can't. We could do that, I suppose. And then douche, 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 douche. Okay. Why is that automatic just because I'm queuing this and we have it available? I mean, I kind of like it. Of course, then this guy would be here. And we'll have to something, something, something underground. Stop feeding new stuff in. Actually, I do want to maintain the logic. Do these guys have the fluoroketone they need? They do. Okay. And then, of course, we need to populate this belt. How do? Like, this is... I'm kind of liking this idea for keeping stuff heated. Just like have this frame around. Why are you not doing anything? Lithium. Oh yeah. Forgot to put that into the lodge now.